Hi everyone, welcome back. In this lesson, we are going to cover the transform controls. So any shape that you create inside the Illustrator, you have these bounding box around it. With this one, we can control the size of the object that we have. You can control individual sides, or you can press on the shift and control all of them together. If you don't see these bounding box, go to the view, and over here you can hide them, or you can show them if you don't have them. Now let's move to the corner widgets, which is these dots. They control the corner roundness, just like this. If you don't see these corner widgets, go to the view, and over here you can hide them or show them. If you want to control these widgets individually, click on them 2 times until they are blue. Like this, you can control them individually. I'm just going to Command or Control Z to make it like before, and I'm going to try this one. Right now I select all of the 4, but you have to click on it 2 times until it's blue, and then you can move it like this to control the individual widget. So right now we made something like lemon. I'll change the color as well. Well, this is too bright. Let's change it to orange. Okay, we will keep it like this. We have a special panel for the transform. If you go to the window and then transform, this one is transform. I'm going to touch it to this side. Then click on it. You have all of these options. You can play with the roundness, you can play with the position, and also the rotation. Right now, all of the corners are connected. If I disconnect them, we can play with each corner individually. And then we have the rotation. If you move your mouse to the bounding box in the corners, the mouse will change to the rotation tool. You can rotate it like this. If you press on the shift and rotate it, it will snap to the different angles. And then we have the rotation tool over here, which is this one. You will have an anchor point. Wherever the anchor point is, the object will rotate from that point. For example, I want my object to rotate it in this point. If I want to change it and move it over here, now it will rotate over this point. Then we have these 2 options, scale corners and scale strokes and effects. If this is checked, let me increase the size of the stroke. Make sure that the scale strokes and effects is selected. Now when you are scaling it up, it will increase the width or the size of the stroke as well. Now let's disable it and pay attention to this stroke. Now scale it. It will still be 9. But if we select it like this, make it smaller, now it's 4. So it's scaling the width of the stroke as well. And it will do the same for the effect if you have on them. For the corners, let's make them less rounded. We are going to use the scale corner option, enable it. But before we do that, I'm going to round them a bit. And then now it's not selected. When you are doing this, it will keep the same roundness. If you pay attention to the roundness over here, it's not changing. But if we select it, now it will scale the roundness as well. So these are the 2 things that I want you to know about. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed and learned something new. In the next lesson, I'm going to cover the most important thing inside Illustrator, which is combining shapes. Almost anything that you create inside Illustrator will be made from the combined shapes. I'll see you in the next lesson. Bye bye.